Hello, friends. It's Monday. That means it is time for the 3-card weekly reading, where we do 3 cards for the collective and single cards for those who request. I am Christiana Gaudet. I am your tarot fairy godmother, and I'm so happy to see you here today. Yes, it is a holiday here in the U.S., but we're still here because it's still Monday. So I'm very happy to see you. I want to say a huge thank you to Claire C. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for starting us off with a super chat. It's a beautiful day. It certainly is, especially because you are here, Claire. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We're going to start. I actually got a request this morning on my phone, a text request. Adrija and Alan are on a road trip this holiday weekend. So we're going to start out with their cards, and then I will get to the list. All right, let us go over to Card Cam, where you will see I'm feeling so basic today. We are going to use my favorite workhorse deck. Is it just basic, though? No. I don't, basic as an insult. I think there's got to be another word where it's not just basic, it's not just boring, it's classic. I'm feeling very classic today. So we're going to use my very favorite Wiser Tarot. All right. So we're going to do 3 cards for the collective. Then we will do Adrija and Alan. And then I will take the requests in the order that I see them. Thank you all so much. And of course, a special shout out today to the members and the moderators. And if you're here for the first time, I really do hope that you subscribe. And did y'all see we have Global Tarot Circle tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The link is already up. I hope that you will join us. All right, 3 cards for the collective. The energies available to us in the week ahead. The High Priestess reversed. Friends, misogyny still exists. The Ace of Swords. Shall we speak truth about misogyny? Perhaps, yes, we should. And should we remember that in the face of imbalanced power structures, that in the face of so much disrespect to so many people in so many ways, we must remain truthful and we must remain loving. We cannot let the hatred of others take away our truthful nature and our loving nature. But this week, when you see things that are out of balance, when you see things that don't make sense, be willing to speak about them. Do it in a loving way. Don't do it in an insulting way. But be willing to speak about it. Now, it's also true on the personal. I was speaking about that from a more societal level, because when I see the High Priestess reverse, that's the first thing I think about, is disrespect toward women. But if we think about this on a personal level, it can be, at that point it becomes very ungendered, non-gendered. And it's really about, how do we disrespect ourselves? What are we requiring from ourselves that doesn't make sense? How can we change the narrative in our own minds, in our own hearts, about how we see ourselves and how we talk about ourselves? So there's a really deep invitation here. There is a really, really deep invitation as a society and as individuals to retell the story, in a way that is truthful and respectful and loving. So how can we do that for ourselves this week? And how can we do that for our society? There we go. All right, now, as promised, we are going to start with Adrija and then Alan. because they were actually the first request. Because, what do I do when I wake up and I finally decide I am going to get out of bed? First thing I do, I plop on my glasses and I grab my phone and I check my phone. So the first request I got was from Adrija, which is so fabulous. All right, so starting with you, Adrija, I hope you're having the best time this weekend on this trip. The Page of Pentacles. This week, be willing to learn. Be willing to make practical decisions that make sense, and be willing to speak about your needs. All right. Alon, thank you for being here, and I hope you're having a great time on this trip. I didn't know if you were flying or driving or what the deal is, actually, but I'm excited for you. I think it's got to be fun, right? So, Alon, what do we see for you for the week ahead? The Fool reversed. I feel like you're in a position where you really are going to have to make some decisions. And there's a part of you that is trained to make decisions that aren't necessarily in your best interest. And so this week, really think about all the ramifications of the decisions you're going to make and what is really in your best interest. All right. Hey, Angelic Michelle, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, I hope you're doing super well. The next request I see is Liz Harrison. Liz, thanks for being a member, and thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Here is a card for the week. The Empress. So this week, there may be a focus on family, there may be a focus on creativity, there may be a focus on what you're helping others to build in their lives, and or what you're building in your own life. Not a bad focus. Lisa Harmon, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. Here you go. The Lovers. This week, I know that in a way, the entire journey for you has been about agency, about being in a life where you recognize you have agency and where you're making decisions that give you agency and use your agency. This week, I feel like we take it even a step further. And there are these larger questions about who and what can be in your life and what is that going to look like. And it actually seems really great. This is a card that can speak about romance. It can also speak about friendship. It can also just speak about the decisions that you make about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. So Lisa, just recognize how empowered you are right now to make those choices. Christina R., it is so great to see you. Thanks for being here. Cards for you and Karen W., of course. Here we go. Christina R. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. There is a part of me, that really wonders about tarot comedy, where we can just give the most blunt and or ridiculous answers from the images we see. And so the joke, and I think we can do this because we know each other, the joke that was going through my head about you and this and what I know is great. You can work extra hard so that you can pay extra money and not receive what you should be receiving. And I realize that's not a joke at all, and that may be a really accurate interpretation. But it made me laugh in the bluntness of it, and I apologize for being blunt. But that's the thing, it feels like you've been just gamely trying to do what you need to do, and it just feels like this week there's a lot, so don't be afraid to speak out if you need to. All right. Karen W., and Karen's a member here. We appreciate her. Here we go, Karen. Your card for the week ahead. You didn't see this, but I just dropped a bunch of cards from my shuffle, and I deftly caught them all between my knees. And I'm feeling like super proud of my ability to do that. So, there's a party trick for you. All right, Karen Winkle. All right, hang on. The cards are like all over the place here, but I'm actually going to pull one. Here we go. 7 of Pentacles. It's a lot of freaking work, Karen. Whether we're talking about your job or your life, it's a lot of freaking work, and it feels like a lot of freaking work, and that's hard. This week, you will get your work done, no problem. You are totally equipped to do all the things you need to do. But I look at this and I'm like, oh man, somewhere in there, you need to do something that is joyful. You need to do something to have fun, because otherwise it just starts to feel like drudgery. All right. Virginia, good reflexes. Yeah. Yeah, something my gym teacher absolutely never said to me when I was young, too, right? Like, can I catch a ball if someone throws a ball at me? Why no? I cannot. So, let's see. Oh, and Virginia, you're working on non-esoteric card interpretation. Yeah, and in a lot of ways, I feel like I am better at that. Like, I am better at practical card interpretation. Here's what the cards need you to know in your life than I am about understanding esoteric titles, esoteric meanings. I guess that could say something just about, I don't know, where I put my focus, I guess. I don't know. But all is important. It's all important, right? Teresa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. You're up next. Angelic Michelle, thank you so much for the super sticker. That's so kind. Really appreciate it. All right, Teresa, also, thank you for using members-only emojis. Here we go, Teresa. Ouch! Ouch! 5 of Pentacles. So this week could be a little tough. You may feel like I'm thinking, and this is the beginning of the month, so it doesn't really match. But my mother, when we would run short on money, my father, being a minister, got paid once a month. And my mother would say, as we got toward the end of the month, there is too much month left over at the end of the money. And it's feeling like that. And I know we're not at the end of the month, but it just may feel like resources. It could be money. It could be time. It could be energy. That there's a way you're going into this week feeling like you're not supplied, Teresa. Feeling like you're not supplied. And so there's that. There's that. I feel like you need to look at, where are you really unsupplied? Where is this just a tough week? And kind of look at, where do you just force it? Where do you need to get help? And where do you need to say, yeah, uncle, can't do it like this? I think it's okay. I really do think it's okay, but this may be a week where you have to do extra self-care and just be extra clear about what you have to do and what you don't have to do. All right. Oh, Lisa, I love this. That resonated with me. That resonates with me. I don't know how or what happened, but I just feel like I've united different parts of myself, and I'm just feeling relaxed and energized. Well, that's a perfect lover's card situation, so I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Ben, Libra Does Tarot. Thank you for a great tarot deck. And thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here is a card for the week ahead. Nine of Wands reversed. This week may try your patience a little. I'm already going to tell you, going into it, do not overcommit. And do not be on the lookout for people trying to manipulate you to do things that you don't want to do. Also, recognize that in your own personal healing, there may be things that sort of make you feel defensive. And if that comes up for you, you really want to figure that out. Figure out what's going on. Why are you feeling defensive? All right. Kim K, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Oh, Kim, this was in our 3-card weekly reading, also reversed. So this week you have to be really careful of disrespect. You have to be really careful of disrespecting yourself or allowing others to disrespect you. Anything that steals your peace is a problem. Anything that takes your serenity from you is a problem. Have good boundaries. That's important. Hey, Diana, the Midnight Rose. Cool. Glad you're here. All right. Cabin Life Creations, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here we go. I shuffled. And yet here we are once again with this very auspicious card. Was in our 3-card weekly reading, but you're now the second person it's coming up for. And for you, I'm going to say specifically, the things that make you feel guilty and the things that make you feel like you're not enough or not good enough, it is time to figure out what those things are, package them up, and ship them away. Barbie Bird, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here we go. Barbie Bird. Ace of Swords. So this week, like if you're doing any writing or any planning, anything that uses linguistics, words, creativity, technology, intelligence, integrity, this is your week for all of those things. Speak the truth if it makes sense to speak the truth. Lean into learning new things if that's what you're ready to do. Claim your voice and own your voice if that's where you're at. One way or the other, this is a great week for being the communicator you want to be. Ha ha, persnickety, I'm also a PK who has found my way to tarot. That is so great. PK stands for Preacher's Kid. Now, when I was coming up, we were also saying TO, Theological Offspring, which I thought was really fun, but I don't think that ever stuck. So great to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, who's up next? It is none other than Peggy Lou Levens. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. So happy to see you. Here is a card of the week for you. Knight of Swords. This is going to be a good week for you. You may get to go somewhere or plan a trip. You may have a great conversation with someone. You may be feeling well and being able to kind of move forward with things that you're working on. So one way or the other, things are moving forward for you this week. That is great. All right, here we go. Pamela Phillips, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. You, your daughter, and Pip in England, who's also a member. Absolutely, yes. So starting with you, dear Pamela. The 10 of Pentacles. I think this week you're going to feel like you're starting to reintegrate back into yourself. I think you're going to make some strides forward regarding the real estate thing you've got to take care of. I think you're going to feel more connected to your ancestors and your place and sort of time and space and all of that. I think you will remember how comfortable you are in your home. And so this is a week of coming back to yourself. All right. Okay, Pamela's daughter. The 3 of Swords reversed. This reversal is really important because that means it's all about healing. Now, this could be healing conversations with people where you've had a problem and we want to make it better. This could be healing from difficult things that have happened in the past. This could be gaining some acknowledgement, recognizing that you have some traction and forward motion. One way or the other, it's improvement, so we will take it. All right. And for Pip, 3 of Wands reversed. So you are in a constant process right now of figuring out how exactly is this all going to work? How are we going to make this happen? And every time, and I don't even know what the this is, and it could be more than one this. But every time you think you have a plan, something moves out of place and you're like, yeah, no, that plan's probably not going to work. What's a new plan? And so it's this constant thing of just back and forth, up and down, what the heck? And it's not easy. But understand, you don't have to know all the answers to know that the answers will be there when you need them. And that is a tough thing for one professional reader to say to another. Because a lot of us want to believe, readers and clients alike, want to believe, oh, there's an answer for everything. There's a solution for everything. And there is, but in its own time. And so the things that are not apparent to you yet, or the things that aren't figured out yet, don't worry. In time, they will. And that's a real skill, being able to hold space for the right time. Kim Case requesting cards for Maria and Anthony. Most certainly, yes. Starting with you, Maria. Maria. 6 of Cups reversed. So this is going to be an interesting week for you because you're going to be thinking about some things that are true in your life or with your family where you recognize that, these problems aren't new. These things have always existed. So the problems aren't new, but we need new solutions. So this week you will be looking for new solutions, and that's the right thing to do. For Anthony, here it is. This is, such an important card today because it came up in the 3-card reading. And it's come up, I think Anthony is the 3rd person for whom it's coming up. So, this is an invitation to really look inside yourself and figure out, what are you afraid of? Where are you not showing up for yourself in a confident way? Where are you not showing up for yourself in a serene way? Where are you not able to find your balance? And do not blame others for this. It may involve others for sure, but the answer comes from within. And so look within to figure out what's making you feel off balance, what's making you feel like you're not getting to where you want to go, and what can you do about it? Febborn, so good to see you. Glad you're here. Here is a card to begin your week. Okay. Hang on a minute. Where are we? Febborn, that's what we're doing. Febborn. 8 of Pentacles. This is a great week to get stuff done, to learn new things, to make things happen, to create things. If you're not sure what to do, just do what you got to do. Just do something. Just do what makes sense. That's what you need to do. Do what makes sense. And do what moves you forward. Do what involves learning and perfecting. For example, this is a great card for editing. This is a great card for trying the same prompt over and over again to see what comes up next. So whether this is about your writing or your life, it's about doing it over and over to find perfection. Oh. Virginia, this is so funny. As an aside, Ginny is saying my practical interpretations go back to a 7-year-old in Catholic school. For example, the Chariot, 7 of Swords, and Judgment. I chased a goal too willfully and in a deceptive way, and now I'm going to hell. Yeah, no. No. I would ask if you, like those 3 cards, I'd ask if you trust your mechanic. Are you comfortable with your mechanic? Are you looking at buying a new car? Are you comfortable with what that looks like? What about travel? How are you managing travel? I would look at all of those things with those cards. Just saying. Oh, and Midnight Rose, Diana. The High Priestess reverse for me may have to do with my crippling social anxiety. My con I sponsor this weekend is this weekend, and I'm kind of freaking out. I understand. The great thing about these cons is you can just freaking show up because everybody is as weird as the rest of us at these things. So go have fun. Seriously, I understand though. And yeah, I could see the High Priestess reverse talk about that kind of social anxiety. I could absolutely see that. Okay. Michelle F., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a card for the week. Three of Cups reversed. So Michelle, sorry, this is not going to be the most fun week. This is going to be a work week, a serious work week. And you may find that the people that are supposed to be collaborating with you are not as available as you would like, and that might be hard too. Keep a smile on your face, but get to business. It's not going to be fun, but you could make it look like it's fun. Audrey M., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you for the week ahead. Oh, man, there's that Seven of Pentacles. Man, that's not the worst, but it's also not the most fun. This is a week of work, and it may be your own internal work. It may be your job work. It may be household work. It may be all of the above. But the key is to approach your work with a perspective of what can we really accomplish here, and let me accomplish it. So don't bang your head against a wall. Look for the accomplishment, make the accomplishment happen. Marion Newbury, it is so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here is a card for you. Nine of Pentacles. Marion, this is good. I think this week you're just going to sit on a hill and count your money. No, seriously, what are you going to do? This week, I think you might really lean into your unique joy, the thing that gives you unique joy, the thing that makes you feel good, whether that's about being in nature, whether that's about shopping, whatever it is. To really be confident and comfortable in your own skin and in what you're doing, and to recognize everything you've achieved. Martha Vink, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Another PK. Martha Vink and I were PKs together at Methodist Summer Camp. And Martha actually followed in her dad's footsteps and herself became a pastor. I thought about doing that, but I guess I'm doing it in a weirdly different way. But so glad you're here, Martha. Here is a card for you. The Moon reversed. This week, do not worry about the things that confuse you or don't make sense. There's a bunch that doesn't make sense. Solve the mysteries that you can solve. Hold space for the ones you can't, and don't let it freak you out too much. And some of those mysteries, Martha, could be about why people are behaving the way they are. You may not want to think too deeply into it. Seriously. All right. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here's a card for your week ahead. Oh my. Ace of Cups, traditionally the card of new love. This could be a week that wonderful things happen to you. Friendship, work stuff, maybe even romance. Be with an open heart this week. Really be in your open heart this week. And let's see how the open heart and love manifest for you. It's good stuff. Audrey M., a card for Lisa Byroads, absolutely, and she's a member as well. We appreciate both of you, and Audrey, thanks so much for using members-only emojis. Marion, sounds very possible regarding my unique joy heading to Omega on Wednesday. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Perfect. Perfect. That is your unique joy. That's where I met you, and that's been my joy for all of this time to have met you. So there it is, man. I love it. And I like it too that Nine of Pentacles can be like enjoying time on your own, which Omega can facilitate, enjoying time in nature, which is certainly Omega. So all of that. All right. Audrey M., here is the card for Lisa Byroads. The Page of Swords reversed. Okay, this week you want to listen more than you speak. You want to figure out what the truth is without actually asking for it. Listen and pay attention. Be strategic. Charles, can I no longer speak? Is that what just happened? Chara, you broke me. No, you didn't. Chara Sadelmeyer, it is so good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate you. Cards for you and Lucian, most certainly. Okay, here we go. Chara? Page of Pentacles reversed. So I want to say don't give Lucian too much of a hard time this week. Like cut him some slack. But maybe also cut yourself some slack. It feels like it could be a very overwhelming week for both of you. So good self-care, good care of one another, and really think about what the actual priorities are. This week it doesn't have to be a competition. Now, for Lucian... Yeah, because Lucian's not feeling it this week at all. I think Lucian actually is having a lot of questions just about why we do what we do and how the world works and how any of this makes any sense. I don't know how much of that can be verbalized or how much you can answer, but I do feel like this week could be a little challenging for both of you, not for any terrible reason, just because sometimes that happens. So again, cut yourselves and each other some slack. Kathy, I'm happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here we go. Okay, Kathy, you're not the first one to get this. For this week, though, like you may talk to someone you haven't seen in a while, you may have a get-together with someone, you may be planning to attend a reunion, but there's also something here about remembering who you are, that there's some things you're going through where you have been mischaracterized. That's not who you are. Don't own it. Don't claim it. Justine, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. Here is a card for the week ahead. All righty, Justine. Let's not be freaked out about this. And let's recognize, you and I, that this makes a ton load of sense. The thing is, avoid catastrophic thinking this week. I'm going to say it again, Justine. Avoid catastrophic thinking this week. I shall say it thrice. Avoid catastrophic thinking this week. You are definitely going through change. You are definitely going through breakthroughs. And this will take you in a very good place, a very good way. But it's hard. So, avoid catastrophic thinking. Oh, Angelic Michelle, a lot of these messages resonate for me too. Makes sense, makes sense. Aperture, happy Indigenous Peoples Day to you as well. All right. DH, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. Here is a card for the week ahead for you. The Two of Cups reversed. So DH, I feel like there's some things going on. It could be a social thing, just about who you're going to spend time with or who your friends are. Or it could be like, what do you want to do? What is entertaining? Maybe the things you used to enjoy doing are not as entertaining to you right now as other things. And so there is a sense of really wanting to sort of check in and figure out what's making you happy and what's not, and feel empowered to do that this week. Claire C., it is so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thank you also for the generous super chat. Really appreciate that. All right. Here is a card for you. Claire, this week, just lean into your creativity, your spirituality, your joy, your love of nature, all the things that make you happy and all the things that make you you, because that's what it's about this week. Cassandra, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. You're up next, just looking at feedback. Chara, right on, we're both pretty stressed with school, so I'll keep your advice in mind this week. Yeah, there it is. It's okay. It's part of the process. Makes sense. All right. Cassandra, here we go. You and then your mom. So for you, Cassandra, for the week ahead, the Three of Swords reversed. This week will bring some healing, some solutions, and some problem solving for you. So there's improvement this week. For Raquel, the Knight of Wands reversed. I think Raquel has realized that she's put up with too much over time and doesn't really know what to do about that. I'm not suggesting there are easy solutions or even that solutions will come this week, but I think that's what we're thinking about. Julie, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Sabrina, glad to see you. Yeah, I will absolutely get to you. And thanks for letting me know that you're off for the week, because if you know something about your week, that can help with my interpretation. So thank you for that. Okay, Julie, here we go. Julie, Eight of Cups reversed. Julie, this week, it may require you may be required to be tenacious. On the other hand, you may be hanging on to something in a stubborn way that is not serving you. So check yourself this week. Must you be tenacious? If so, great, that's good. Are you being stubborn? If so, you may want to rethink that. Both of these things may be true at the same time. Nalini, it is so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. We appreciate you. Here we go. Nalini. The Six of Swords. This week, I think you're going to see some forward motion. I think you're going to see some improvement. I have no idea if that's internal, external, or both, but one way or the other, we're moving forward, and that's good. Remember to stay in your logical mind. Your logic will lead you forward. All right, Brad. Brad, Four of Cups. This week, you have to really think about what are you available for? And have you been available for things that you really shouldn't be? Are you not making yourself available for things that you should be? Think about it. It's about time management. It's about energy management. It's about boundaries. What do you want to be available for? What are you not available for? That's what you want to ask yourself. Okay. Melissa, it's so great to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for using members only emojis. The Page of Pentacles reversed. Thou should not cast thy pearls before swine. If you have important things that need to be heard and need to be said, make sure you're saying them to the right audience. Find your right audience for your truth this week. Caroline McLaughlin, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here is a card for you. The Hierophant reversed. This week, recognize that you are the boss of you, and you get to do what you want. And if other people don't like it, that's going to be their problem, not yours. How about that? Kimmy, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Here we go. Queen of Pentacles. So just know this week that you are moving forward in every single aspect of your life. You are moving toward your goals, and you may not think that, and you may not realize that. And you may feel like we're backsliding more than we're moving forward, but that's how healing works, and that's how success works, and that's how education works. That's how everything works. Nothing is linear. It's all up and down, and you really are moving forward, whether you can see it or not. PL Day, it is so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. And of course, I just overscrolled. Give me a minute. Here we go. Long time no see or hear. I have missed you. We've missed you. So glad you are here today. Here's a card for your week ahead PL day. The Ace of Swords, reversed. This is interesting. It may be cautioning you to keep your silence, to keep someone's secret, to be careful about how you approach something. On the other hand, if there's something going on where you're not sure what to trust or who to trust, you may have to use your detective skills. So be quiet, be circumspect, be careful, but definitely if you're seeking truth, find truth. Kimberly, so good to see you. Cards for you and Chris, most certainly yes. Kimberly, Page of Wands. This is the start to a good week. You are learning, you are growing, you are open, you are creative, you are spiritual, you are youthful. Embrace all those energies. It's good. Chris, well, not the easiest week for you, my friend. You're dealing with some heavy stuff, and frankly, we knew you would be. So you might as well dive into that mofo and deal with it. Do not shy away from the things that hurt. Figure them out. Figure them out. You can take your time a little bit, but figure it out and figure out what you have to do. Do not normalize avoidance. Do not normalize repressing your feelings. How about that? All right. Iva Morris, so good to see you. Thanks for being here today. Here is a card for the week ahead for you. The Tower reversed. We're grateful for the reversal. Whatever it is you're dreading this week, whatever you think is going to be a rolling dumpster fire, it may be a dumpster fire, but it won't be rolling. Or it may just be a dumpster smolder. You know, it's not going to be so bad. So this week, go into the week with a sense of humor, but recognizing that things are not going to be as bad as they could be. Katie Morris, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for the week ahead for you. The King of Cups reversed. This week, Katie, you want to look at where are you at emotionally? What's going on in your heart? How are you feeling? Now, that can be your emotional well-being. That can be your relationship stuff. That can be how you're communicating what's on your heart. Because this reversal will tell me that there's something on your heart that isn't working for you in some way. This is a week to figure that out and find some healing. Megan J., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate you. Here is a card for the week ahead. Five of Wands reversed. Megan, remember the expression, you will catch more flies with sugar than you will with vinegar. That's going to matter this week. Be super nice, even if it's fake. You'll get further ahead that way this week. Pamela's Insight, so good to see you. Thanks for being a moderator here. I hope you're well. Here is a card for you. Justice. This week, like if you're dealing with any legal issues, things will resolve in a positive way. But this is also about finding your balance. It's also about treating yourself fairly. It's about recognizing the times you have not been treated fairly and not allowing that collateral damage. So this is kind of an important energy for you, bringing balance and fairness to your life. TJ and GA, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for you and a card for your daughter. Most certainly, yes. Here we go, TJ. Six of Swords, you're not the first person to get this. So this week you may be planning some travel, but one way or the other, you know, the key is to think logically and to recognize that you are healing, you are moving forward, you are making better decisions, and that will move you forward. And for your daughter, okay, for your daughter, the Six of Pentacles reversed. Do not let people manipulate you into things. Have good boundaries, especially this week. Hi, Liz. It's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. There it is, the Five of Pentacles. So this week I'm going to say, look at the things that are going on for you where you wish it were different. Man, I wish this were different. Man, it would be so much better if this were different. Those are real things, and you have a right to feel that way. However, while you're doing that, also look for the solutions to the problems that are indeed available to you. There are more solutions and more opportunities than you realize. Ashley, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. The Eight of Pentacles. Well, this is a good week for learning. It's a good week for creating. It's a good week for paying attention to your job. It's a good week for setting goals and sticking to them. Virginia. Chitty, here's a card for your week ahead. The King of Swords reversed. And you specifically said, I want a card to help me with non-esoteric tarot interpretations. And so, this works as a card for the week ahead, or it works in regards to that specific question, because the answer is, think about what you're telling yourself. Think about what your internal dialogue is and the ways it doesn't serve you. Devereaux, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Chariot reversed. So it's possible you're going to have a car issue. It's possible that there's some travel concerns. But it's also possible that you're just not feeling like you're in the driver's seat of your life. And the question is, what do you need to do to fix that? That's what you want to focus on this week. How can you feel more in control of your life? Okay. Angelic Michelle, thanks for being here, and thanks again for the super sticker. We have missed you. Here's a card for your week ahead. The Seven of Cups. Your week, my friend, can be whatever the heck you want it to be. Whatever you want to lean into, whatever you want to choose, you are in charge. And there's been so much of your life where you have not been in charge, where you just had to do what other people told you. It may be a little weird to be in a place where you're kind of the CEO of your life right now. And so lean into that this week. Pamela, this is funny. So earlier we were talking about whether or not I have good reflexes because I was able to catch tarot cards before they hit the floor, but I'm really bad at sports. And Pamela has suggested that what I need to do to be good at sports is to have a ball with tarot images on it. Works for me. Basketball with, I'm going to spend some time thinking on this and thinking about how that could work. Okay. Oh, Teresa, that makes so much sense. Final week, get it. All right. Baby Cake, so happy to see you. Thanks for the avocado, one of my favorite foods. Here is a card for you. Baby Cakes, the Page of Swords reversed. This is going to be a frustrating week. I think you're looking for some information, some communication, some solutions, and I think this week you're going to have a hard time getting what you need. I think you have to be proactive, but also patient, and all will be okay. The Midnight Rose, which is Diana, who is also the Table for One, who's a member here. Thank you so much for being here. Here we go. The Moon reversed. Do not fear your conference. This is going to be great. This is your opportunity to be the expert you are. Do not fear your own expertise. Jackie Masters, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. And thanks for using members-only emojis as well. Here's a card for you. The High Priestess reversed. She's come back. We know that this has been a very auspicious card this week. So for you, Jackie, I'm going to be very clear. Whatever negative narratives you have in your head about yourself, change it up. You need to recognize that you are all that on the inside. If you know that you are all that on the inside, other people will see it too. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Persnickety, thanks for being here. I really hope that you subscribe. We're so happy to have you. And thanks for being a fellow PK here. Let's see your card for the week ahead. This has become a popular card today. It is the Six of Swords. And this is really saying that you are moving yourself forward. That this week, by using your good brain, you are making a difference in your life. Keep doing it. And remember, this card cautions us, logic over emotion, and even sometimes good science over bad faith. All right, here we go. Who's next? Trey Cameron, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. The Sun reverse. This will be a fine week for you, but you will find all kinds of reasons to think that it's not. Totally up to you, but remember, your perspective matters, so pay attention to your perspective. Okay, Kanchan Verma, your request is up next. Alon, I did you first. I did you and Adrija first, right after the 3-card reading, because Adrija requested it on the phone. So you're already done. You can just go back to the beginning, and y'all were first. So glad you're here. Hope you're having a great trip. Oh my gosh, you have 16 avocados, baby cakes. I'm going to get on an airplane and come see you and eat them. Oh my gosh, I mean, I suppose I could just go to Publix and buy my own too, but you know, yours are going to be more delicious, I'm sure. All right, Kanchan Verma, glad to see you. Here's that High Priestess, but it's up right side up, perhaps, because I turned it right side up in the last reading. But for you, Kanchan Verma, stay in silence when that's easier. Don't feel like you have to explain things to people that, you know, if they can't understand it. Be in silence and seek your own truth. All right, just 1 second here. Sabrina Luna, you are up next. Thanks for your patience. Trey Cameron, I'm Jewish. This is great. I'm always finding some small thing to be annoyed about, so that makes sense. That's fabulous. That is fabulous. I love it. Good. Perfect. Okay. Sabrina, here we go. Sabrina Luna. I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. High Priestess, but here's what I'm going to say for you on your week off. Do the magical work this week. Do the magical work this week. Seriously, whatever you need to do, whether it's writing or meditation or ritual or prayer or creating of tools or whatever it is, do the magical work this week. Seriously. Aperture, here's a card for you. Judgment reversed. This week, either something you thought was over or dead in the water is not, or you're having a hard time getting closure to something that really is over, or both. So think about that. Think about what's changing in your life and how you deal with it. Oh my gosh, Persnickety, so kind. I subbed to one of your videos last week. This was my first live with you. I'm learning so much just from watching your single card readings. You're amazing. Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons we do this, just because I've been a full-time tarot professional for 30 years. And I am like really a street psychic. I really am. I have always been very just practical and doing the work. And so to show how I do that, and I'm not saying this is the best way to do it or the only way to do it, it's just how I do it. But if that helps you, that's great. All right. All right, here we go. And Sabrina, yes, ma'am. Perfect. Yeah, that was like very clear direction. Oh, Kai Liz. See, I love this when someone like takes the advice and does it right away. I've just made a list of things that I wish were different. And we'll look for opportunities and solutions. See, there you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Liz Moore, my friend, I hope you're doing really well. Here's a card for you. Okay, there are some things bothering you and upsetting you this week. Do what you have to do to address them, but don't make it be worse than it is or bigger than it is. Pay attention, but don't let it become its own issue. Okay, so pay attention to the problems, but recognize the problems are here so you can solve them. Oh, Sabrina Luna, thank you so much for the generous super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is really very kind. Thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Who's next? Who's next? Janine Barnes, you are up next. Hang on one second. I just overscrolled as per usual. Here we are. Janine Barnes, let's go. Death reversed. Janine, this card for the week ahead may talk about the things that you would hope would change but look like they're not going to change at all. The ways in which your strength will get you through, and the ways in which you're going to need to decide, like, where are you going to be flexible and where are you not going to be flexible. So this week, think about flexibility, where it makes sense to be flexible and where it doesn't. Oh, Virginia, thank you. Watch Christiana's Tarot Scopes for a masterclass in 3-card interpretations. I appreciate that. And yes, October Tarot Scopes are up on this channel and also on my TikTok. So yeah, definitely. And if you are on TikTok and you're not following me, I wish you would. I think I'm getting better and better at creating content, and I'd love to have you there for that. All right. Here we go. Who is next? I believe it's Joanne Ellis. Here we go. Joanne Ellis. 6 of Cups reversed. This week, you may get to spend time with someone you haven't seen in a while, and that could be really good. On the other hand, this week, you may want to remember what you know to be true about yourself, what you know to be true about other people, what you know to be true about situations. There are some situations where you may think things have changed, but they have not. So remember what you know. Kathleen Patricia, you're up next. Here we go. 3 of Cups reversed. This is not the most fun week, and I'm so sorry to say that. But I really feel like this is a week where you have to kind of look into yourself and figure out what's right for you. Not what's right for other people, not what other people think might be right for you, but what is actually right for you. You are the person who knows that. Ha, baby cake. Yes, you are always welcome to visit. Avocados or no? Well, you're in Connecticut, right? So eventually that could happen because I do go to Connecticut quite frequently. So there is that. All right. Jazzy J, the Tarot Mage Game Cat. It is so good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Here is a card for your week ahead. Temperance Reverse, my friend. Try to be patient this week and remember the skills and talents that you have. It is a funny, funny thing, and you're not alone in this. But you are a very talented person, as many people are. But you forget. You forget that you're talented. So maybe lean into the fact that you have knowledge, skills, and talent, and those things are real. Okay, Haley is here. Thank you, Haley, for being here. Here's a card for you. Haley, Ace of Cups. This week, lean into love in all its forms. Recognize that your heart, even if it's been hurt, is prepared to love. Recognize that you are loved and that you have that energy within you. This is a card that can predict a great new relationship or a great connection with friends, family, loved ones, romance, whatever. So this week, lean into love in all its forms. Oh, Pamela's insight. You are so kind. Welcome, and that is exactly why she has been dubbed the Tarot Fairy Godmother. So appreciate that. You're so kind. Oh, Liz Moore, you're moving. That makes complete sense. All right. Baby cakes, this is great. You make me feel better because this year I'm finding this annoying things left and right. Makes me wonder if it's something wrong with me or other people. Mostly it's them, right? It's so funny. I love it. Sometimes we gotta laugh at it. I was just having a textual conversation with someone today discussing whether or not being a tarot reader career-wise is in any way adjacent to being an insult comedian. Could be. Could be. Okay, here we go. Erica. Erica, the Empress reversed. So there could be some family issues that you're dealing with this week. There could be ways that you are not feeling like you have what you need or that you're doing what you need to be doing. Look at where you're not feeling supported. Look at where you're not feeling able to create or do or generate what you want to create or do and generate, and look for those solutions. Oh, Virginia, thank you for your kind words. I love the new studio as well, and we are working to make it better and better. So fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Erica, did we do you? I'm not sure if we did or not. This may be your second card, but I can't remember if I did you or not, so I'd rather do you twice than not at all. So, Erica, King of Wands reversed. This week, you need to figure out what is making you feel not creative, what is making you feel not in charge, and try to fix that. Aria Wilson, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Here is a card for your week ahead, the Seven of Swords. This week, be honest with yourself and others. I know we always try, but try extra hard. And be discerning and nuanced when you think about what is true and what is not true. And don't let anyone BS you. My friends, from my perspective, I have come to the end. If I accidentally skipped you, I'm so sorry. It is last call for readings, y'all, so let me know. Remember, Global Tarot Circle meets tomorrow. Remember that this coming weekend is the World Divination Association virtual event, Big Bang. This is a fun thing. It runs in a Facebook group. For 48 hours, there is always someone there teaching about tarot and divination. You'll find a lot of great presenters. It is not expensive. The link to participate is right in the description. Also in the description, the link to participate in StarCon, the link to get a reading with me, and the link to become a member of this channel. I appreciate you. all so very much. Special shout out to those who helped out with super chats and super stickers, to the members, the moderators, the new subscribers. I will look forward to seeing you all very soon. If you are celebrating a holiday today, I hope it's a great one way or the other. Have a fabulous week. I'll hope to see you tomorrow evening for Global Tarot Circle. Take really good care.